I live right across the hall, Rick. You don't have to keep announcing me like I'm a foreign dignitary.
Well, I'd like to know who comes through my door, if that's all right with you. Thank you, Rick.
You're all wet.
Yeah, I was giving Michael a bath, and he kind of splashes, you know.
Carly upstairs?
She's out.
All right, well, when she gets back, you should give her the good news that her deposition has been postponed.
For how long?
You're not even going to marvel at my legal acumen? Do you have any idea how hard Dara Jensen is pushing to get a sworn statement from Carly?
You are the best, and I pay you accordingly. So, how long until the deposition? Because I need to know how much time I got before I got to marry Carly.
What happened to Carly leaving the country with Jason?
That's not going to work.
Away with Jason?
I have no idea.
You didn't discuss this with her?
Why get it all started when, you know, it's not what Jason wants?
So he turned you down? You didn't ask him?
If Jason wanted Carly to go, he'd ask her himself.
Jason thinks that Carly and Michael are your family, and he wouldn't take them away from you unless you tell him that it's okay. Unless, of course, you want to marry Carly.
I don't have a choice.
I just told you that you do. You have a man that you trust that will take her out of the country. The only reason that you have to marry Carly is because you want to. Or you're in love with her.
My relationship with Carly is complicated.
Nothing is ever simple when it comes to Carly.
But see, it was for a while when she was carrying my child. We lived together. We tried to help each other out. We did a lot of things, you know.
You had a common purpose.
Anticipating a baby does that to you. It gives you a sense of direction. But that's over now. But the relationship ties me to Carly for life.
You can't be tied to someone without actually being married to them.
It's the best solution.
Okay. You need to stand back and take a long, hard look at this. You realize that you would be living with Carly day after day, year after year. Do you have any idea what that entails?
2 days ago, you were on the phone to call the Justice of Peace.
That's because Jason came back. See, as your attorney, it's my job to look out for your best interests. And if you have another option, marrying Carly is not in the category of best interest.
I am not going into this blind. I know that I can't trust her.
That's a start.
Carly is a loose cannon at best and an out-and-out liar at worst.
True.
And I know that I made some mistakes by giving her a lot of money, which I should have checked into it carefully, but I didn't. I should have known she had some whacked-out, convoluted scheme cooking. If I'd been paying more attention, I know...
You should have been paying more attention.
Okay, you know, what happened, it's all my mistake. My responsibility and my problem to fix, which means marrying Carly and not sending her off with Jason.
Well, why don't you at least ask Jason? Because for some ungodly reason, he seems to like her. Maybe he will find leaving the country with her...
No!
Why?
Because it ruined his life.
Well, maybe that's not the way Jason sees it, and you know something, he's perfectly capable of saying no.
Jason is loyal to a fault. If I ask Jason to do this, he'll probably say yeah.
Don't you think you owe it to him to let him decide for himself?
Jason knows the law. He could have come up with the idea of himself of taking Carly out of the country if that's what he was willing to do.
You know, it's possible that he hasn't thought of this himself. Maybe you should tell him.
If I tell Jason, then he's going to assume that's what I want. That's not an option.
You're exhausting. You know that? Have you ever considered a career in the legal profession?
Don't scare me. There's something else.
What?
When Carly and I slept together, we caused Jason a lot of pain. He's not going to leap at a chance to get together with Carly.
Well, that may have been true when he left, but he's back now.
Not for Carly.
How do you know that? Maybe he wants to be with Carly. Maybe that's his way of getting Michael back.
I can't do it, okay? I can't ask Jason to take Carly and Michael out of the country to, you know, with no extradition and to stay there, because then I would be determining the rest of Jason's life.
And what do you think marriage to Carly would be?
Difficult.
Understatement.
That's for me to deal with.
You know what? I think that you're taking this way too lightly, because this isn't for the run of the trial. This is forever.
That may be.
No, it will be. You can't dissolve your marriage just because the charges are dropped, because they can resume those charges anytime they want.
I lived with Carly once.
What, for a few weeks?
We can do it again. We made it work.
I think you're looking a gift horse in the mouth.
This is how I want to play it.
I'll be in touch.
Hi.
Hi. Have you seen Jason?
Not tonight. Any message?
Actually, no. I was just hoping he might be.
Hey, you're Eddie's angel.
No.
Don't you have a poster of this doll in your truck?
No.
Hey, everybody. It's Eddie's angel.
Oh, God.
Give the lady some room.
Come on, man. Share the wealth.
I'm asking to back off.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
If I turn around, will I find any pictures of me in my underwear on the wall?
Haven't seen one yet. You want me to keep my eye out?
I want you to take them down and rip them into tiny little pieces.
Why don't you like the picture? You look good.
Thank you. I didn't pose for them, you know.
You look pretty posed to me.
That was for Ned, not for teeming masses of strange men, and they are strange men. I'm getting increasingly uncomfortable talking about this, so why don't we talk about what I came here to talk about, which is Sonny. Have you heard about his latest trouble?
Yeah, that he was found with Sorrel and there was a tape.
And do you know that Carly is the prosecution's star witness?
Yeah, she told me.
This is bad. If Carly testifies, Sonny stands to lose.
I thought Carly and Sonny already had a way out.
Marriage.
Right. The wife can't testify against her husband.
There is another solution.
What?
Carly wouldn't be able to testify against Sonny if you were to take her away. There are two choices, and neither of them are ideal. Either Sonny marries Carly, or Carly leaves the country and moves to a country with no extradition.
Sonny wants me to take Carly away?
Sonny has no intention of even bringing this up to you because he thinks that you'll feel obligated. But as his attorney, it is my sworn duty, it's my responsibility to pursue any option that will help my client.
That's why you're the best.
Stubborn to boot.
Yeah, that works too. So you're asking me to take Carly away?
I'm asking you to consider it. There are things that you stand to gain. Direct access to Michael. And quite frankly, you seem to be able to tolerate Carly more than most.
How long would I have to stay out of the country?
That's the rub. You wouldn't be able to come back, and if you did, Sonny, the charges against Sonny would be reinstated and Carly would be compelled to testify. I know that this is a huge commitment, and I know that you probably won't be able to make it, but I thought you would like to have the choice.
I'll discuss this with Sonny and Carly.
Good.
I'm glad you came to me.
Well, then that makes you a majority of one because Sonny will have a cow.
Yeah, probably, but then he'll calm down and realize that you're just doing your job.
It's nice to see you again, Jason.
I enjoyed seeing you, too.
Don't get used to it because my days as a pinup are numbered. I've got to run. Run being the operative word.
I'll slip you out back.